Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Gerrard Albukhari, and now I will tell you about the lion and the goat yoke. In a village, there lived a poor young man who was alone. He has no possession except for the flimsy hood left by his parent. To meet his daily needs, the young man always looked for firewood in the forest. Then, the wood is sold or exchanged for other basic material. Despite in living poverty and no having no one, this young man is very kind and patient. One day, while looking for firewood in the forest, he heard a loud rumbling sound behind the bushes. It turned out that the roar came from a lion who was in pain. Anxiously, he approached the lion who was in pain because his back was pierced by a piece of wood. With great fear, the young man approached the lion while calming him down by saying, "Calm down, O king of the forest. I will not hurt you, let alone kill you. I help pull out the stick in your back." Hearing his word, the lion fell silent as if he had invited a young man to help him. Not long after, the wood that became the lion's back was successfully removed. The young man immediately ran fast for fear of being eaten by a lion. When he was about to return to look for firewood, the young man accidentally hit the king's carriage so that train overturned. Even though he apologized many times, the king still ordered his bodyguard to arrest the young man and put him in prison. However, it was very unlucky because after being imprisoned for a while, the young man was immediately sentenced to death by being put in the cage filled with wild animals. Then, one night, the young man accepted the sentence and I was put in the dark room full of wild animals. With a sad and resigned feelings, the young man volunteered to be animals' meal. But the young man was very surprised because the beast didn't touch him, just keep quiet and didn't touch him. During the day, only the young man could see what animal was in cage. As it out turned out, the animal was a lion he had rescued a few days ago. The lion is king's favorite pet. Then the young man asked to the lion, "Why don't you obey the king's order to eat me, O lion?" And the lion answered the question, "How can I hurt the person who saved my life?" Then, with a feeling of joy, the young man waited for the king to come in to check whether I had been killed or not. What a surprise! The king saw that the young man had no injuries at all, and the lion was just lying beside the young man. The king asked the young man, "Why didn't lion eat you?" Then the young man replied, "I saved the lion when he was pursued by a thorn." After king heard the young man's answer, the king immediately released the young man because of his kindness to the lion.